All right. Hello, everyone. I am Gymnast86, and today we are going to be running The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So with me on the commentary couch, I have Pippi in a top hat and the King's Pride, who you guys probably recognize from their host shifts earlier this week. They were on host mic. Yeah, clap for that. Yeah, woo! But yeah, so Pippi and Pride actually do not speedrun this game, but...
At the moment.
At the moment, yeah, that's right. Not after this run. They will be here to ask questions about various things that I might not explain in complete detail, so we can hopefully get the full transfer of knowledge over of the commentary. But with that, I guess one more thing to note before we start the run is that we are playing this game on the 1.0 version. Because, as I'm pretty sure most of us know, Nintendo released patches for this game in the weeks and months after it's released, which patched a lot of useful glitches that were used in speedruns. And so for this run, we're using the 1.0 version because it has the most useful glitches that we need for the any % category. But with that out of the way, I believe we are ready to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, Jim.
Thank you very much. All right, so what does the latest 3D Zelda game have to offer us in terms of a speedrun? Well, to start out, after we load in for 35 seconds, basically immediately after we get control of Link, we're going to be doing a 1.0 exclusive glitch called Intro Clip. This game has a short intro section where you're running along with Zelda, where you find dehydrated Ganondorf. I'm sure we all know how that goes.
Teriyaki Ganon.
But yeah, so we're going to be doing this this somewhat finicky clip through the ceiling here. So we're going to jump onto this stalactite. We're going to move into position just up here. We can get into position just like this, and then we want to jump. Once we get into position, all right. And then we're going to try to do a precise jump here to skip a cutscene. Hopefully it works. All right, nice. Okay, that's the hard one. Oh, we want the camera to be all the way around here. We're going to be doing some backwards jump attacks, just like this, which are called Mazdoor jumps. Oh, we hit the cutscene.
Oh, no.
Unfortunate.
Skip the hard one, at least.
We got the hard one, yeah.
You got the impressive part.
But yeah, so unfortunately, this does bring us back in bounds. At this point, I do believe it is faster to just go through the intro normally instead of running all the way back, clipping up again, and going back. But yeah, it would have just basically been more of those not backwards long jumps. That's not Super Mario 64. Those backwards jump attacks, which are called Mazdoor jumps. And the reason they're called that is just because they were found by a guy named Maz.
Where's the door come from?
That's a great question. I don't know, actually.
We're here to ask questions. You're here to answer them, Jim.
That's true. I know. I'm not doing it well already.
At least you're doing the run well.
Yeah, it's true. The good news is I am practiced with this very hard intro section, which some other categories do have to do. Because again, that intro clip that we did is 1.0 specific. So it does not work in other versions of the game, which some other speedrun categories use. Okay. Yeah, do you, Pippi and Pride, have any questions at this point?
Absolutely. Do you know what the difference between a stalactite and a stalagmite is?
I believe stalactites are on the ceiling and stalagmites are on the ground.
You fool. The difference is one has a T.
Oh. God, of course. I've been foiled.
The dynamic has been established.
Anyway, yeah, just gotta run down this last set of stairs here, and oh boy, there's dehydrated Ganondorf. We found him.
And you can definitely skip this cutscene, right?
Yeah, a reasonable game would let you skip a very, very long cutscene, correct?
Why do you pain me like this?
You invited us here.
That's true, I did. So yeah, this is a 4-minute long, unskippable cutscene right at the beginning of the run. I don't know why we can't skip this cutscene, but the developers decided that it was really important that everybody watch this cutscene every single time they play the game. And it is a good cutscene, but I've seen this cutscene maybe 700 times now. I don't think I need to see it again.
So what you're saying
What I'm saying is...
they made this cutscene for donation.
They did, exactly. Let's hear some donations.
Just for you.
Yeah! All right, we are now up to 67% of the way there for Baldur's Gate 3 All Access. Over $168,000, so you all are doing amazing. Including this $3,000 donation from the Yeti. Thank you so much to the Yeti. They said, hey all, Yeti here. When we did our artist shout-outs, we left one of our artists separate, there goes my voice, because we wanted to do a special shout-out. Drew Wise has been working with us on every GDQ since we partnered with them back in 2011. Drew is an incredible artist and has always come up with the most amazing tees, pins, and patches. We wanted to take a moment to give some special appreciation for his hard work all these years. Can we get a thank you, Drew Wise, from the audience? We love you, Drewby. Oh, that was so good. That warmed my heart. I love how it was during this very, serious cut.
Link just got doused in ragu. It's fine.
Would you like a few more?
Absolutely. Let's hear some more.
I love this one. It's $250 from Raru, who says, for a good cause as this, I would give my right arm. Oh, wait. I guess rupees will have to do.
It's gonna be hard.
Already lent that one out.
Yes. And $1,000 from Kate. Thank you so much, Kate, who says, gotta see Baldur's Gate 3.
Please, 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 let us see my vampire boyfriend Asterion on GDQ.
I've never played the game before, so please let me see Pride's vampire boyfriend Asterion.
Do you want some more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay, sweet. Let's do this one. $35 from Raid Spinal, who says, hey, Jim, I have a question. Ganondorf is in a giant hole he dug in the ground, and to beat the game, you have to get him out of it, right? Does this mean Tears of the Kingdom is just a really long dig spot RBM with some snakes at the end? Good luck on the run.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Raid.
Huge shout out to Ray.
You know, when you put it that way, I suppose it is. But yeah, so cutscene's almost over, and then we get to go to some more cutscenes. Wow.
Exciting.
Zelda, grab my ragu arm.
Anyway, so this cutscene being very long, the community actually does have a rule for our leaderboards where if you want to, you can start the run past this cutscene, which makes sense, right? Because usually if you go through the run without using glitches to the end of this cutscene, it's about 6.5 minutes. So just starting the timer at about 6.5 minutes and doing the run afterwards is, pretty sensible decision. Unfortunately for the any% speedrun, that rule was implemented and then the intro clip was found 3 days later. So any% got to safely skip the intro for 2 days, and then and then we had to go back to it.
Everyone, I'm sure, is very nostalgic for those 2 days.
I was so happy for those 2 days. Anyway, we got some more gameplay here. We get to go grab a sword.
Oh my god.
Speaking of swords,
We got a sword?
we got a sword.
Shout out to Iggy Zig
It's
for
so
providing this.
It's so
pretty.
cool.
It's so good. Legitimately incredible. You can get this. Help us reach Baldur's Gate 3,
Yeah.
and you can get a beautiful sword.
And you can change the colors in the sword as well.
You can change the colors. It's really nice.
It's gorgeous.
Unfortunately, you can't change the colors in Tears of the Kingdom, but oh well, we get what we can take. So in this room, you're normally supposed to activate the hand terminal that's in the room, but we're not going to do that. We're going to run over here to the side and do a precise another Mazdoor jump, just like this. Not quite. The direction on this one is pretty finicky, and the spot that we have to stand is very precise, so it might take a few tries. Now slightly too far to the left. Thankfully, we can retry it pretty quickly. This trick is called cog skip. Oh, no, not quite. Almost. Because it skips, well, actually a bit of a deeper lore to that one. Okay, there we go.
Why is the one called Cog Skip the one with deep lore?
So there originally was a way to like run along those cogs that we just ran past to the right to get up here, but that requires activating the hand terminal to make the cogs spin. So then cog skip was found with that jump that we just did, which does not require making the cogs spin. Thus, it was called cog skip. And then there are also some people who call it cog skip skip, which they then tried abbreviating as CSS, and I was like,
No, you can't do that.
Cascading style sheets?
Anyway, it's important for us to go out this way, not just because it's faster than activating the hand terminal cutscene, which is like 30 seconds long, but because it also gives us access to this chest up here, which has some wings in it, which is the one Zonai device that we're going to be getting in the run here. And wings are pretty simple. They allow you to fly, so that's useful.
But Jim, how are you going to do the whole run with just 3 wings?
I'm glad you asked, Pride. If you watch the intro to GDQ, you may remember the in memoriam of this GDQ specifically. You may remember the in memoriam section where 4 separate duping glitches were patched in Tears of the Kingdom. I keep on doing that. Were patched in Tears of the Kingdom.
Wait, it's about to remind you what the game is, isn't it?
That's true. It is.
This looks like Skyward Sword, though. This is Legend of Zelda Skyward
Yeah,
Sword,
when you
right?
skydive, it's Skyward Sword, right?
We're diving. There's stuff all over the place.
They've been playing a lot of Skyward Sword this week.
Listen.
You mean every week?
The practice room is empty at 6:30 in the morning. It's the only time to find 4 monitors all together.
Oh, there it is!
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
There it is!
There we go.
I mean, at the speed this run goes, you may as well be tearing the kingdom apart.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so we're basically just going to be jump slashing onto this lily pad so we don't have to go through the whole water splash animation and everything. Quickly making our way over here and then running over to get the Pura pad and then crouching, I guess. You may notice me doing this weird thing where I'm like repeatedly taking out and then putting away the sword again. This is a very minor time save technique called crouch throw sprinting. It saves like 2 seconds over the course of the whole run. So that's how minor we're talking here.
I wasted so much time trying to do that in casual play because I thought it saved way more time than that.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it in casual play at all.
I miss whistle sprinting.
I don't.
Anyway, this is just another cutscene, so do we have any more donations, Fu?
Do we have donations? That's a joke. We have so many.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have donations.
We sure do. We have $125 from Shadow Insignis, who says, "Go, Professor, go." There was one I really wanted to. Okay, all right. We have $100 coming in from Momo, who says, "Hey Jim, Momo here on Back Couch. I talked to Addison earlier, and he said President Folsom needs you to help with some signs or something to make Baldur's Gate possible. You got time for that, right?"
Don't think I ever did any of those casually, so...
I did none of them, but the rice balls.
Just
right.
left him there.
So right here, we're going to use the first of our wings. We're going to do what's called a wing drop, so that we can drop the wing off of the edge of the cliff there, and now we can simply ride it all the way over to the Temple of Time. And while we're doing this, we're going to do a glitch called Zonai Sort Duplication, where we attempt to take out Zonai devices. We then sort and close the inventory at the same time, and now we have more Zonai devices. So very easy duplication glitch right there. Unfortunately, that is not possible on the current patch. But yeah, so right here we're also sort of playing a small game of the floor is lava. We do not want to touch the floor at all. We want to stay on this wing up until we get to the Temple of Time door here. We're going to place another one behind us because that's where the game is going to spawn us after we skip this cutscene. And the reason we want to play the floor is lava is because we don't want to update Link's respawn position down here, so that what we can instead do is we can use this wing to jump over the edge and void out, and now our last respawn position is back up by where the Pura pad is, and this gives us a much better vantage point where we can then fly over to the first of the shrines that we're going to be tackling over here.
I would also just like to point out, sorry, way too much Skyward Sword. Again, the void out sound there is the same as when you void out in Skyward Sword. I'll stop.
All right, another wing drop right here. This one we use 2 wings just because trying to use 1 wing in that cliff is just awkward due to the geometry of the cliff. So 2 wings is much more consistent. And we will be flying down over here to this cave. This cave is actually very helpful because it has a few bomb flowers, and who would have guessed it? Bombs are useful in a Zelda game.
What? Bombs useful? I mean, yeah.
Anyway, so do we have any questions about the run so far, Pippi and Pride?
So you started with 3 wings.
Yes.
And suddenly you have way more than that.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, we did Zonai sort duplication.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe we also have, we're just going to be running up to the Ascend Shrine here as our first shrine. So I believe we have time for some more donations, Fu.
That's awesome. Okay, great. I'm like, how do I read all these donations out? We have $50 from I'm Just Aces, who says, hello, Jim and GDQ. Excited to watch my favorite Zelda runner on the GDQ stage again. After avoiding spoilers for so long, this will be my first time watching all of a Tears of the Kingdom run. Go, Jim, go!
Thank you very much.
We've also got $25 from Joshua FE8, who says, I was going to put this towards cookies to share with Jim, but I decided this would be a better use of it. Best of luck, Jim. Inserts lots of hug emotes here.
Joshua has an insane amount of hug emotes. I don't know how she does it.
And we have $50 from the Bean Seller, who says, good luck, Jim. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Short and sweet. Getting that. Oh, also, we are at $197,000 out of the $250,000 that we need for Baldur's Gate 3 All Acts. So that is over 78%. We are getting there. It's going amazing. Keep that up, chat, audience, everybody, getting those donations in. Again, make sure you put them toward the incentive for Baldur's Gate 3. Do you have time for one more? Or are we?
Absolutely.
All right,
Let's hear it.
$1,000 from Matt Lold. Thank you so much, Matt, who says, look at you 3. My heart is so full right now. Thank you, GDQ. Let's see some Baldur's Gate. Let's get that 2 million. Woo! Yeah.
Let's hear it for 2 million, chat.
Let's hear it for 2 million. That also means we get the Baldur's Gate 3 any %, which is incredibly exciting.
I think we've raised like $50,000 for Baldur's Gate so far.
So far,
Yeah.
yes.
Like in this run.
We're
Yes.
also like less than $1,000 away from 1.8 million right now. I'm just watching the
climbing.
ticker.
It's going up.
Y'all are incredible.
All right, well, that's great. We can celebrate that because there's not really anything that's going to happen in this shrine. We're going to just go up a bunch of times. So I guess there's one minor interesting thing that's going to happen, which is, so the duplication glitch that we did earlier with the Zonai wings, we can also do with items that Link can hold in his hand. So we're going to be duping up some of the bombs that we got in the cave back there while we're on the platform at the end there and we're waiting for it.
Duplicating explosives, very manly.
Very manly.
That's been a thing all week.
All right, so not only have we hit over $200,000 for Baldur's Gate 3, but we've also passed $1.8 million. It's amazing. This is so exciting. Also, I love your host brains, by the way, coming out and being like, oh, wow, look at it go.
We got you.
I'm sorry, it just doesn't turn off.
It really doesn't. I understand. All right, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, for bombs specifically, when we dupe them, we really only want to dupe them one at a time, even though Link can hold up to 5 things in his hand, because if we try to dupe more than one at a time, the bombs will kind of like explode against each other sometimes, which isn't really helpful, so that's why I did 2 separate instances of one.
Yeah, I can't help but notice you were at 1 heart, so
You know, Link was cold. We got to warm him up.
with explosions. Got it.
And I think we have time for 1 or 2 more quick donations right now.
Sure, I got you. $15 from Vimilia, who says, had to get a donation in during your run. I love being a part of the community you've built. It's been great seeing a new wave of folks come in from Tears of the Kingdom. Have a great run. We've also got $50 from Spicy Quill, who says, hi, Jim. Yahaha! You found the Korok of Luck. Good luck, Jim.
Thank you.
Okay, so I can't be the only person who, whenever I hear that, yeah, haha, you found me, here's the, whenever you drop
you
the rock on it.
kind of thing.
Dropping the rock is mandatory. It's also fast, I think. This is any % +1 Korok, right?
Yeah, we can drop a rock on a cork head for morale.
Might be a little out of the way.
That was probably a little out of the way. Anyway, so now we're actually going to do a few things back to back. We're going to be scanning some amiibo here, which we can finally do since we got Ascend. We're specifically looking for Fleet Lotus seeds and also a gem if I can get one. It's okay if we don't get the gem of either a ruby or a topaz, but we really want the Fleet Lotus seeds specifically. So let's see here.
Oh, banana.
Oh no, the banana disappeared.
No, banana.
All right, so we got 2 attempts here to try to get the gem. Nope, no gem there. One more time. If we don't get the gem again, it's fine. It's just convenient. Well, that's not the gem we want, but anyway.
Aw, rip.
Oh, you don't want to chuck opals at somebody?
Well, we're gonna chuck this orb right here down there. That's gonna activate this cutscene right here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience.
Where Link is gonna get the energy cell, because we actually threw down that orb. Oh God, I said the word. We threw down the capsule. Excuse me. There we go. Down onto a fan next to a construct down there. Who, if you try to hit the fan, says, "Excuse me, I'm using that," but then gives you a battery. So. Because we activated that cutscene, we were able to get the battery so that we don't have to get it down here by these guys. That trick isn't any faster. I just think it's cool, so I did it. And it doesn't
It's
really
really
waste any time.
cute.
I hate when I throw a plane at a fan and a robot gives me a D battery.
I don't know what
relatable.
you're talking about. I love it when that happens.
Nah, but then I gotta carry a D battery around. Those things are like that big.
All right, so we're going to be actually using the bombs here. We're going to be blowing up...
Bubble frog.
Oh, yeah. No! Frog. So this is where the consistent gem drop is. It would have been faster if we didn't have to get this one, but just luck of the draw with the amiibo scans. So we also dupe up the rubies, because, why wouldn't we dupe up the rubies? We're specifically going to use them to kill those keys right there, because we're going to want to cook the Fleet Lotus seeds that we duped up to make some speed food, which will make Link run really fast, which... as you might expect, is good for the speed run.
Being fast, good for fast.
I also run faster when well fed.
I don't think that's true for me, but I've never finished Thanksgiving dinner and gone, man, I think I can run faster right now. I don't eat Fleet Lotus seeds for Thanksgiving though, so maybe that's my problem.
Yeah.
That'll be on the Thanksgiving menu next year.
Oh yeah, delicious.
All right, so we also picked up that other shield there just for safety. There are going to be some tricks later that depend on me having a shield for shield durability. So just if the one we have now happens to break, we'll have that one as backup. All right, so into the Fuse Shrine we go. Got some cool strats we got to do in this shrine. But we do have another unskippable cutscene where we get the Fuse ability first. So Kung Fu, if you could read us off some more donations.
I love unskippable cutscenes. Okay, we have $50 from Miss Meloe, who says, "It's me. I'm the Tears of the Kingdom. Because AGDQ is almost over. We need more Baldur's Gate." I agree, I'm with you on that. We also have, I love this one, $300 from Saturn New Hockey, who says, "Teriyaki Ganon, freeze-dried Ganon, rehydrated Ganon." Which is your favorite Ganon?
I love teriyaki Ganon.
Same here.
Personally, I'm more of a rehydrated kind of guy.
Yeah, I think I also am on team rehydrated.
I think that Ragu Ganon, pretty nice though. He looks very spicy.
Yeah.
How about one more?
It just a little bit. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so at the beginning of the Fuse Shrine here, we're going to pick up this Rusty Claymore, and then we will quickly be equipping it and then also unfusing the fire, or the flame emitter.
we don't get to set Hyrule on fire?
No, we unfortunately don't get to set Hyrule on
it.
fire. We're going to pick up this bow specifically before we pick up the arrows, because that'll skip a tooltip where the game tries to tell us that we can fuse stuff to our arrows to shoot it. And then we're going to shoot down this chest. Hopefully it bounces back towards us.
Ooh.
All right, very good.
Lovely bounce.
Yeah. So we can get the small key. Obviously much faster than just having the chest fall and then having to go up to it. And then we get to do some cool bomb jumping up here as we crouch through the bottom of the door, go over this way, up onto the top here, fuse another bomb flower, and then jump over into this cutscene.
Shout outs to the first time that I tried to do that and I died.
Explosions will kind of kill you sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, just sometimes.
Sometimes. Anyway, rest of the shrine is just a few more jumps, so we can hear some more donations, I believe.
Yes, we do have some more donations. We have a, $5,000 anonymous donation. Woo! Holy moly.
Wow.
who says, longtime viewer, first-time donor, and in person, no less, making up for lost time. So happy to share this with my kids who are here tonight. Hi, Ethan and Scarlett.
All right.
Super quick, $250 from Jordan B. Tucker, who says, go. Go. That was to you.
Oh, we're going. We're bomb boosting.
We're going.
Go, Jim.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So so we just did a bomb boost into a wing flight there. Very cool thing. This wing flight's a little awkward because the wind is like pushing against us here, but thankfully we were able to make it over.
Turned into a boat at the end though.
And we're gonna do another wing drop right here. Just jump off like this. So the strat here is we're actually going to get below the Ultra Hand Shrine and then ascend up to it, but we do need to get a bit more height, so we're going to be chaining some more of these jumps onto wings here with the bomb flowers. All right, so that's number 1. Get the other bomb flower out and do number 2. All right, and now we want to aim the wing for a fairly precise spot, just to the left of the green part of the structure down here. Looks like it should be good. And then we want to pull out ascend, and we can ascend up through the top just like that.
God, I love that movement so much.
All of the movement in this game is so good. Like, it's so optimized by this point. And the game's only been out for like, what, 6-7 months? Something like
Longer
that?
than that.
Yeah, about, I think
7,
8 months.
8?
8 months, yeah.
Numbers.
I'd also like to point out that whoever has the remote for this thing has been changing the settings.
Yeah, that's not us.
It's now flashing RGB, which is pretty cool.
All right, so we just fused a wing to our shield. It seems... That's definitely not the first thing you would think of when you're like, yeah, speed tech, fuse the wing to the shield.
Plain shield.
I mean, it sounds like it would look really cool, and that's my top priority in a speed run.
Well, clearly it makes the hitbox bigger so you can block more, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's correct, right?
No.
Okay.
Or like when you shield bash with it, it like blows air, you know.
Yeah. No, so the wing shield actually allows our shield hops to go, I believe, about twice as high. Which is useful in this Ultra Hand Shrine where we're not going to use the Ultra Hand because we can simply just jump over this gap, and then we can jump over this gap and do the higher wing shield hop to get up. And then up here, we get to do this really sick rail grind, playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Let's go! I love I love Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
My soap shoes.
Do you know what else I love? The fact that we are at over 90% of the way there for Baldur's Gate 3 Flash. We are over $226,000 out of the $250,000. You all are doing amazing. I'm just trying to think of the right words for this, but keep it going, please. This is
That's
awesome.
incredible. We started this run at 50% and we're 25 minutes in?
Yes. Keep up this pace. It's incredible.
It's a lot of good money for charity, too.
Hooray!
All right,
That's
so
so,
right
that's
here,
so wholesome.
right here we got another wing drop. All right, nice. We got some actually good height on this one. For some reason, the height on this one is like a little inconsistent sometimes, but this is pretty good. This is just so we can fly back to the Temple of Time. Routing-wise, we basically just did a giant circle around the Great Sky Island so that we could return here as fast as possible.
Is it worth mentioning what the point of getting through Great Sky Island is? Because like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Why can't we just dive to the ground?
yeah, you know.
right. So just like Breath of the Wild, the game takes many precautions to make sure you can't get off of the beginning area early. In Breath of the Wild, it's the Great Plateau. In Tears of the Kingdom, it's the Great Sky Island. We similarly have to complete 4 shrines to get our 4 main abilities that we use for the rest, or that you would use for the rest of the game when you're playing it. But yeah, after that, because of the way that this game is designed, you can just go to the final boss right away. So the Great Sky Island is like 2/3 of the entire run, just based on time.
But Jim, we only did 3 shrines.
Oh no, but we got a 4th ability.
Oh, we did. Oh, neat.
Oh, yeah.
We can skip the 4th one, right?
I wish.
Listen, well-known fact, speedrunners can't count.
True, that's why we have timers. All right, so we get to use the wing shield coming up here again, just to get on top of the platform here and not have to use recall, which is pretty nice. And then here we have to go through the sequence of trying to open the door. You don't really have to actually try to open it. You can just press the B button to go away.
Giving up with utmost urgency.
Link touches it and goes,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, it's like effort.
So actually, interesting thing, we didn't activate the hand terminal that was in the Room of Awakening at the beginning of the run. Which is what visually looks like it gives you the warp pad, but that one is actually special, and even though we didn't activate the hand terminal at the beginning of the run, Raru actually just gives us the warp pad anyway, so we can return back there. And yeah, now we have a loading sequence. Do we have donations, Fu?
I have so many. These two are like perfect next to each other. $292 coming in from Blue Jay, who says $1 for every hour of Baldur's Gate 3 to help hit that incentive. It's been a great week. Thank you to runners, hosts, and staff. And then we also had a $147 donation from More Jules, who said $1 for every Bubble Frog in Tears of the Kingdom. Loving the run. It's so fun to see Jim crush the game. I've spent over 300 hours playing casually. And a $6,000 anonymous donation. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Anonymous is so generous. We are over $234,000. We're getting so close. Keep going, keep going.
All right, excellent. So now we are in the Recall Shrine, where we will be using Recall. It's basically going to be using more of our shield jumping prowess. Or diving prowess, I guess, never mind. A little early on that one. It's okay, we can just wait for it a little bit more. Oh, no, Link still wants to dive. Hold on.
Link, I know you can swim. It's okay, you don't have to show off.
There we go.
There we go.
Thank you.
we don't know how long he was in that room. Man's probably a little dusty.
Yeah, unfortunately, this does screw up the cycle, so we do have to just wait for the next one to come, which
This
it will
is
eventually.
what I do while I'm waiting too.
All right, then we can get big jump.
Woo!
And then up here, we can actually do this cheeky strat with the Ultra Hand where we just attach the clock hands together.
That's so cute. So we didn't use Ultra Hand at all in the Ultra Hand Shrine, but we do use it in Rewind.
A little bit.
It's the one time we use Ultra Hand.
Wow.
And you don't necessarily have to use Ultra Hand there, right?
Yeah.
You could just use Recall as what was probably in at least the initial intended solution. So now we are going to warp back to the Ultra Hand Shrine and go to the Temple of Time again to complete the Great Sky Island. But we're actually going to run out of this cave first and then place a stamp on the map, because that's important.
Yeah.
Sword stamp, super important.
So running out of this cave will actually force the game to load the outside area faster, so it makes this warp that's happening like significantly faster than it would otherwise be if we tried to warp from directly out of the shrine. I believe there is a camera manipulation you can do to get that effect near the shrine, but I've never done that, so I wasn't going to try to do it here.
And the stamp loads the map, right?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah,
yeah. But yeah, this is just the same wing flight that we did to get over to the Temple of Time earlier, so we have probably time for 2 or 3 more donations right now.
Perfect, I got you. We have $100 from Linkus7, who says, thank you for performing this incredible run and blessing us with the great intro cutscene. We're all cheering for you back here. Good luck, Gymnast. We also have $1,555.55 from Zathian. Thank you so much. And they say, I keep hearing about these $5 train things to help us meet goals, so I made a train of $5. Am I doing it right?
Yes.
Oh, yes, that was perfect. Yes.
Chat, if you see something about $5 trains, that's what it means.
Yeah.
What? One more?
Oh yeah, we have time for one more.
Cool. $50 from Elegant Fugue, who says, hi, yes, I'm looking for my huge collection of valuable rare rubies. I seem to have misplaced it. Has anyone seen it? Anyone at all?
Don't worry, I'm sure we can make another one. We have duping glitches.
Oh, no. Okay.
Rare rubies?
Well, they were rare before the duping glitches.
Okay,
Now they're a little bit less rare, but don't tell anyone. It'll ruin the economy.
Don't tell anyone that we can print money.
Also, just a super quick update. We are 95% out of
my God.
the 100% we needed, so that's
5% to go.
Yes, almost $240,000 out of the $250,000. So we're so close. It's happening. It's happening. make me lose my voice from getting excited, please.
All right, we got one more quick strat coming up here where we're just going to drop a wing, jump onto it, do another shield hop to get over this section, and then we can do one final shield hop to end off the Great Sky Island. And we are officially out of the tutorial section.
Woo!
All right, this is where things get a little more risky, but should still all be good. First thing we're actually going to do is I'm going to take the wing off this shield because I want to do a regular shield jump here so that I can get on this wing easily. As I mentioned before, we're basically just kind of going straight to the final boss now because the game doesn't really prevent us from, or the game doesn't put any barriers up other than just like, enemies from, stopping you from getting to the final boss. And we're also going to dupe up a lot of rubies here. And then we will basically just be flying. Do we have any questions from the couch about anything that has happened
Did
so
you know
far?
that your wooden shield is badly damaged?
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Professor, I got a question.
Yes.
Why that man not got no pants?
Pants are slow.
Oh.
That's why I'm not wearing pants.
Yeah,
He said,
to be clear, we're wearing shorts.
Yes.
It's also like, what temperature is it outside?
very cold.
It's cold outside.
Extremely cold.
So this is commitment to the speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So these are all the rubies we need. So we're going to be doing a glitch. We're going to be doing a fall damage cancel glitch here. We're going to be interrupting a jump attack by taking our shield off, which normally the game doesn't allow you to do. But if you open up the rune menu before trying to do that, you can actually open up the shield menu. So we fall in here for a little bit, and then hopefully we'll get this. If we don't get this, that's kind of bad, because then we just kind of reset all the way back to where we began flying. We're specifically aiming for this well right here in Hyrule Castle Town, because this is where our access to the final boss is going to be, weirdly enough. All right, so we're going to remove the shields, go into a dive animation and not take any damage. And go into the well. Ooh, we got the slide. Nice.
You can do that in real life.
Don't try this at home.
Try this at home.
All right, so here we're going to be doing more jump slash canceling. Not for damage canceling, though, but for being able to clip through the ceiling, similarly to how we did at the beginning of the game, so that we can get out of bounds here.
It's so cool.
And yeah, out of bounds looks very strange. There's the sunset. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, bye, sunset.
The game's going to take 9 seconds to load things in here.
Oh, okay. The trees are new.
Oh, there was a light root over there. You want to go get it?
We'd have to clip back and bounce for
Okay,
that,
yeah, no.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. But yeah, this is what the final gauntlet looks like if you look at it through a level editor.
Oh, that's where we are.
Yeah, so final boss is very far down. We're going to be falling for a little bit here. We have time for one quick donation, I think.
Sounds good. We have $25 from Cloverfield, who says, "Hi, Jim. Love your streams and love seeing you at GDQ running the game you love for a cause you love. Cancer sucks, and no one should have to go through that, so let's beat cancer." Yeah. 98%, you all. Less
my
than
God.
$5,000. Let's get this Baldur's Gate run.
All right, so right there, we tried to go for somewhat of a weird, finicky clip to get back inbounds, because in this game, as we saw during the intro and here, collision is kind of double-sided. So if we clip out of bounds, it means that we also have to clip back inbounds. So we're going to do that with what's called a ragdoll clip right here. Unfortunately, the first one didn't work, so we're going to go up here to do it again. I'm also just going to make a quick safety save here in case something bad happens, just so we don't have to go through that whole section again. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a ragdoll animation again by unequipping the shield. Link's gonna, oh no, he actually, okay, never mind. Come on, Link, let's go. There you go.
Oh, there we go. He stubbed his toe.
And here we start the final boss gauntlet. After we do one more damage cancel, that is.
I have a really quick announcement. Baldur's Gate 3 All Acts has been met. Let's go.
That's Baldur's
Link
Gate,
my
y'all.
voice. There it is. Oh my goodness. Let's go now. Our next goal is $2 million, so we can also see the Baldur's Gate any %. Keep it up, chat. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
All right, so if you can't tell, rubies are very powerful. We're just going to be chucking rubies at anything that comes our way pretty much during this section.
I never considered chucking jewelry at enemies.
No, yeah,
know,
you can
exactly.
do this in real life too. You throw a ruby at a bokoblin, he does not like it.
All right, so this phase right here is kind of the scary one. If the Lizalfos move in weird ways, I might accidentally end up burning myself, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So no one run in front of me, please. Okay, thank you.
Professor, I have a question.
Yes?
What did the opal do if we had picked up the opal?
It splashes water on them.
Oh, neat.
Oh, yeah.
Don't put out the fire.
That'll put out the fire. I should have picked that up for my safety strat. Where did the last guy go? Oh, he's over here. Why did his horn spawn all the way over there? Okay, that was weird. I need to pick up the horn that he dropped so we can have a powerful weapon to fight Ganondorf with. But I'll probably, let's see, do I want to, it was kind of far back. I don't know if I want to try to get it here. Yeah, okay. I think we'll just go over here and be safe. Okay, get rid of those guys. And then shoot one this way to get rid of them. Can I get to the thing in time? Yes, I can.
Oh,
Cool.
yes.
All right, so final phase of the army right here. This one, thankfully, isn't too bad. Just got to do, oh, there's a wing, okay. Ruby shot this way, ruby shot that way, headshot this guy, and then shoot him again. And that is the army phase.
But wait, we didn't do all of the temples. We have to fight all the bosses.
Oh, no. Oh, no, we don't.
Oh, no, but it puts them into a whole boss gauntlet. See, you're going to have to fight
Yeah,
them
you
now,
have to
right?
fight Colgate.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I like listening to the music, so we're just going to keep this one going.
Okay, yay.
I like this song.
Yeah.
This is the best song in the game. It's so
Oh, yeah.
good. Also, the one before it was like my other favorite track from the game.
Yes.
The music in this game's great.
All right, so you're probably wondering, well, okay, if you're just going to be skipping these bosses, why did you fight the army in the first place? And the very simple answer to that is that if we don't beat the army, oh yeah, we did another clip by the way.
Casually clipping out of bounds. Don't worry about it.
If we don't fight the army, Ganondorf cannot be triggered to, like we can't trigger the fight to, or the trigger for the Ganondorf fight will not be present. So Ganondorf checks to make sure you've beaten the army, but does not check to make sure you've beaten the bosses. So we are instead just going to clip out of bounds past the bosses. Let's see, one more jump slash here. All right, going up and through, and we're through. And our shield broke. Okay, that's fine.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Shield.
Whatever will you do without your old wooden
Oh, do you
shield?
just chuck your hammer on
have
the
another
ground?
one.
Oh, darn. Oh,
Oh, that's why we got the backup.
All right, so up here, we're going to be doing this interesting duplication glitch called zuggling, where we're going to be stacking these weapons into Link's hand over and over again. So the duplication is going to put a separate Royal Halberd here into Link's hand every single time that we're doing it. And we're going to do this until the game kind of freaks out. We're going to trigger what's known as Zuggle overloading here. And you'll see why in a moment.
Oh, we get to see the special thing.
We get to
so
see the special
excited.
thing.
I love this special
If you've
thing.
never seen Tears of the Kingdom glitches before, get ready.
Professor, why is it called zuggling?
The person, well, actually, it's similar to a glitch called smuggling that was in Breath of the Wild, and the person who found it, their username starts with a Z. Shout out to
Oh.
Svelion, by the way.
Nice.
Thanks, Velion.
All right, the game freaked out and dropped another Royal Halberd, and is also kind of lagging now. That's good.
Oh, we love lag,
We
right?
love lag. It's so fast.
All right, so this is not faster what we're about to do, but it looks very funny, and I wanted to show it off anyway.
I think that Link's hair is a little long. You know?
Yeah.
I love just that he grips because they're stuck to his
All right.
hand.
Barber cut, please.
Oh, that wasn't your hair. That was your legs.
All right, we'll try again.
Oh,
Ow.
darn it.
No.
Oh, no. Game over.
Hold on. Hey, Pippi, sidebar.
Yeah.
Is Jim bad at this game?
I didn't think so.
But he just died.
But let's let him cook.
Okay, okay.
So, Link might have seen some better days here. Oh, I can't use that.
Belt
We're too
next to him, I
overloaded.
never noticed.
So when you do Zuggle overloading, the game kind of freaks out a little bit.
Great view.
He can't hit you in the legs if you don't have legs.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to switch over to this.
Oh.
Yeah. So we want to.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. Oh, you got me.
Owie.
That's what it looks like when you get hit, by the way. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I needed to fuse that weapon there so we could do massive damage to Ganondorf.
Yeah, just casually a ton of damage.
So each iteration of Zuggling that we did, because it stacked another weapon into our hand, we're actually dealing the damage of like 10 weapons simultaneously to Ganondorf, and they're all fused with the Black Boko Boss Horn. So his health bar just melts.
Shoutouts to the massive health bar, by the way.
The health bar just extends off the screen. It's so cute.
Can I do a quick donation?
Absolutely, let's do it.
There's a $30 donation from Ganondorf who says, "Do not look away. You witness a king mid suavemente."
Nothing manlier than Suavemente.
Also $100 from your old wooden shield that says, "I'm badly damaged."
Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry to tell you, you've been replaced.
No. It's so cold.
Anyway, so last phase here, not much different from the first two, just teek, 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 teek. And he's dead.
It's so neat how he can like flurry rush you back, but
Yeah.
the speedrun just cuts straight through it.
All right, so now there's only one thing left to do, which is the Demon Dragon fight. But before that, we probably have time for 2 quick donations, I would say.
Awesome. We have $100 from Heidi PhD who says, "Had to donate to tell Jim this is so fun, to tell Pippi that I love the hat, and to tell Pride that I'm multitasking my Packer game with this run because he is worth it. Love you, son, and can't wait to get you home and hear all about your adventure. Let's get Baldur's Gate on the schedule."
That's my mom, by the way. Huge shout
I
outs.
love that. Also,
right.
keep in mind, we do really quick have a new incentive open that will help get us closer. If we hit that 2 million, this should be in there. Put your donations toward the incentive for a developer room showcase for Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh,
Where's
is
your
it-
pole arm attached to your master sword? I thought that was normal.
Don't worry about it.
So the other effect of zuggling weapons into your hand is they stay in your hand. During cutscenes, during all normal gameplay, you can even switch to a different file and it's still in your hand.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
This weapon looks like it would be in like a bad fantasy novel. It's like, this is the ultimate combination of a sword and a polearm. This is the Dominator.
And in the Zelda universe, it's always known as the Master Black Boko Boss Horn infused sword.
yeah,
yeah, there we
a
go.
very quick and snappy name. Oh, he got his legs back, but not
We
his
got our
hair.
legs back, yeah. Not his hair. He likes the buzz cut.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't grow hair back.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You can grow legs, you can't grow hair.
Of course.
All right, so Demon Dragon fight is actually a little tricky to do it well. We're not really in risk of like the run dying or anything. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing some more Mazdoor jumps at the beginning here, and then we're actually gonna be dropping all of those weapons that we zuggled. So you'll just see a mass amount of Royal Halberds flying off in a moment here.
Yeah, quick question, Jim. Where is your sailcloth? Paraglider? Sorry, it's like a paraglider. Sorry.
You are so Skyward Sword brained.
All right, there are all the weapons.
Ooh. It's raining pole arms.
Look out below, please. We're sorry. We have to go fast.
Also, did you know you can quickly take out materials?
Oh.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm so glad I know that now.
Thanks for educating.
That would have been really useful this whole run.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we're gonna use wings to fly over to, or a wing to fly over to this eye here. I think the cycle should be good. Let's see where Zelda is. Oh yeah, Zelda's in a good spot. All right.
That's Zelda, by the way.
Yeah.
Spoilers or something.
The one with the dumb eyes is Zelda.
Your big old mascot head.
Zelda really came into this game like, would you still love me if I were a worm? I have been waiting to say that all week.
All right, nice. We got down here with good timing, so we can run up here.
Oh, good. You jumped with good timing.
I did jump with good timing. And then we can get one last wing down here to the final eye. And then as long as we do this fast enough, which I'm pretty sure we have enough time for this. So we will jump now, down here, do 3 hits. Now, the last part of this, we're gonna do a lot of Mazdoor jumps. Oh wow, that ball almost hit me. That would have slowed things down a bit. So we're gonna do a lot of Mazdoor jumps here, mostly just to kind of stall in the air, because I want Zelda to pick me up from the bottom right of the screen here. So we're gonna go down now, It's kind of from the right. Hopefully should still be good. And then if we did this right, Zelda will basically drop us off right where the demon dragon head is. Okay, close enough. We can work with this. And then there's one final time saver we're going to try to do. We're going to try to do a cool-looking backflip here. Oh, unfortunately, we didn't get it. So that backflip, if you get it, or if you don't get it, makes this transition screen 8 seconds longer.
Professor, question. Why?
Game jank. I don't know.
My favorite answer.
To be more specific, if you're grounded on the demon dragon on 1.0, that transition is 8 seconds longer, which is why we want to do the backflip. Or if I had full health, I could have done the like sword beam attack while jumping in the air, but I didn't have full health.
And that was definitely totally last input. That's not a lie, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We don't have to watch a whole cutscene first.
Oh no, we do.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
his hair's back.
His hair's back.
Whoa!
Wait, you can regrow hair?
Yeah!
Everyone is here.
It's Zelda!
Oh my
Zelda.
god, she's not a worm.
Oh my god, we can love her again.
Oh, the clouds just did a little jibber.
Yeah, the clouds.
Okay.
The clouds look kind of jank on 1.0. On all other versions of the game, they look pretty natural.
We found those clouds mid-suavemente.
The clouds were mid suavemente, yeah. But yeah, this section is kind of just hold R, and then you basically just spam the A button when you get close enough to trigger the next sequence here. And then time is going to end when Link and Zelda hold hands.
Aw, cute.
Aw.
And time.
Let's hear it for sub 50 plus taking the time to chop Link's legs off.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, but that was The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom any percent. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just want to give, of course, quick shout outs to my lovely couch joining me for this run, Pippi in a top hat and the King's Pride. Also, shout outs to all of the cool glitch hunters who are doing stuff for this game, like Timber, Maz, who we mentioned earlier. I specifically like that the throw that I did that wasn't faster on GSI was found by Argyle. I think that's how his name is pronounced. But yeah, if you liked this run, I will say that I didn't actually use all of the optimal strats for the any percent speedrun that are currently known. I just did the route that I was most comfortable with. If you want to see what all the optimal strats are, I would highly recommend checking out Player 5, who is currently speedrunning this game. He set a new record 2 days ago, which uses even crazier stuff than what you saw in this run, so I would, of course, recommend going to check him out as well. I guess if you want to learn to speedrun Tears of the Kingdom, you can always join the Tears of the Kingdom speedrunning Discord server at discord.gg/ I believe TOTK-speedrunning is the Discord link. Yeah, I was told that we have extra time to show something off.
What's your favorite glitch,
Yeah.
Jim?
What do you want to show off?
You did it.
Okay. Unfortunately, to show off my favorite glitch, let's see. I think I would be able to do this. I'll have to close the game and open it back up again. Let's see. Do we still have?
Is that The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD
Wow.
for the Nintendo Switch?
We're switching to Skyward Sword?
We want.
I knew this would happen. Let's see. If we still have a save here that's at the end of GSI, that would actually be good for showing off something that I want to do. So let's see. Continue. All right. Yeah. Cool. Got one at the end of GSI here. I guess if you want to find me on socials, I'm gymnast86 on Twitch, on YouTube, at Mr. Gymnast86 on Twitter /X. Yeah, so cool thing to show off. Also, a little optimization that I did during the run that I didn't talk about. When I opened up the map to warp, I actually opened up the pause menu first and then the map to skip that animation from happening. Just one of those minor time saves.
You also placed the sticker.
You did also place the sticker. That was very important.
Those little time saves, they add up very quickly.
It's RNG manipulation.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. We're gonna do another wing flight here down to an island. We will drop the wing down here. All right.
Those wing flight drops always look so scary. It looks like you're not going to make it, and then it just like his toes grab on, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So this island down here has some rockets. And rockets, as we all know, are very fun Zonai devices.
Yes.
Lots of cool things you can do with rockets. But there is actually this very cool glitch that you can do with rockets called Pocket Rocket. Which comes from, or the initial technique we use is called fuse entanglement, where we're going to sort of fuse like a rocket that's up here to our shield, but not really. It's kind of weird. But yeah, so we just want to get up and out here. So here are some rockets. So what we're going to do is we have 2 shields. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to interrupt the fusing of this rocket with switching shields. So we're going to hold L, attempt to fuse the rocket, switch it over. As you can see right now, the rocket is not fused to the shield. But when we let go, the rocket will not fuse to the shield still. But if we look in the menu, we do still have a rocket on our shield. And then I will need to drop or destroy the fuse material here and then fuse this rocket to the sword over here. And now, what the pocket rocket glitch actually is it allows us to do this fun thing, where we can just kind of go up in height.
We're
Up and
joining
up
those
again.
Koroks straight in the big blue beyond.
I mean, this glitch makes sense for this apparently Zelda Skyward Sword run. If
Yes.
you've all seen the title of the run.
There are so many rockets in The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword question mark?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so. We don't actually see much of the game in any percent. I assume that's in the rest of it.
I thought it was on the title screen.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see. Here we have to do a fall damage cancel to not die. All right, so that is going to get rid of the pocket rocket because we did switch shields. And I can also eat the speed food that I have here. I guess for one more thing that we can show off, we're going to go get auto builds.
Oh, my favorite ability that I forgot about for 90% of my casual playthrough.
Same.
Well, actually, I guess this demonstration isn't going to look as good as it could, but it's still a cool glitch to show off.
While you're running over there, how about a donation?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
All right, sweet. I mean, we have so many. I'm never going to be able to read them all. But
please read some.
we do have a $10 donation from My Hero Zero who says, it's a lovely day here in Hyrule. I hope 15 polearms don't rain down from the sky on me.
Yeah, better be careful on that forecast today.
Also, we're already over 10% of the way to see that developer room showcase, which sounds amazing for Baldur's Gate. It says, if met, May will break into 2 secret dev rooms by pushing an enemy. So I want to see that. That would be really, really cool.
All right, we have time for more. I'm sure there's a lot we could read.
there are a lot we could read. How about $50 from Hawkeye Rio, who says, Foo's hair is red, Pippi's hat is blue. This week has been amazing because all of you. Thank you, runners, tech crew, hosts, cute chat, the crowd, anyone I might have missed. Here together, less than 3.
Oh yeah, it's that other ability we didn't get.
The camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yes.
Yeah, so the auto build ability was actually in the any percent speedrun for a bit at one point, because from here you can actually clip out of bounds using auto builds and then essentially fly to the final boss from here. So yeah, but we're actually gonna, if I can go back up to the sky, D-pad up. Hello?
Uh-oh.
There's no D-pad up. D-pad up? Okay, well maybe we're not going back there. All right, I guess we're doing it over here then.
Interesting.
This is a well-programmed game.
Yeah.
Well, we are playing on a down patch.
I think that we also don't have a surface map.
Yeah,
Which
we
might be the
also
problem.
don't. No, that's not the problem because we do this in. Well, I guess the All Dungeons speedrun does this on 1.1, and not on 1.0. Maybe this is a 1.0 thing that I'm just not aware of. Where I forgot where the steering stick is here. There should be a steering stick somewhere around here.
Can I
I'm
just
misremembering
give
something.
shout outs to...
Oh, I remember. We were supposed to get the steering stick from where we fell in, so we don't actually have the steering stick here with us. All right, well, that's fine. We can just actually use these wings right here. So let's see. We should have some spare wings. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. We take out materials.
Oh.
I didn't know you could do that.
Right, so I need a surface to prop this up against. I guess we'll try doing it like this. Are you going to stay there? Yes, okay, good.
Brace it against the lamp.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a contraption like this. Okay, so now we have that contraption saved to our auto build history. And what we can do actually is this glitch called auto build cancel, where we basically close out but then take out the auto build contraption at the same time. The inputs are kind of awkward, but basically this allows us to walk around with the auto build contraption just kind of floating above our heads like this. Also, I forgot that I actually do have to turn off gyro for this, otherwise the contraption does just kind of float away. So, oh yeah, we want bring over one more wing here for the 3 wings that this takes. Again, unfortunately, this isn't going to look as cool because we are on version 1.0 of this game where this glitch doesn't work quite as well, but we'll still get to show it off here.
You mean after a patch, the game got more broken?
Somehow, yeah.
Fix one bug, then find another.
All right, so we can use this wing that we have here to bring back the contraption down for us, and we can actually sort of just ride the contraption that we're on. Yeah, so this goes a lot faster on the 1.1 version of the game. It's kind of slow for the 1.0 version, which is why the other speedrun categories use the 1.1 version of the game and not 1.0. Also, here's the ceiling of the depths right here.
I wonder if we'll find any stalactites.
I heard that you can clip in those.
Oh, neat.
But yeah, so this is how you would traverse the world through a lot of the other categories for this game, just because, with the combination of this and Pocket Rocket, you have, Pocket Rocket for your short distance travel bursts that you can do, and also then auto build cancel sliding, which is what this is technically called, or ABC sliding for short, that you do for those really long distance ones that you do.
My favorite way to traverse Hyrule is with a beautiful view of just a wing in the way.
Oh, some interesting layering we got right here.
Oh, fancy.
This is like live speedrun science.
Let's see, I think that's a Yiga hideout.
Why does this look like an anime opening of just Link running?
You're right.
Yeah, right?
Oh, we're dead.
Rip.
All right, but yeah, hope that impromptu glitch exhibition was good. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm gymnast86. Thank you guys for watching, and let's hear it for Baldur's Gate.
Woo! Baldur's Gate!